What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Basement Show. Thanks for tuning in. I freed myself from the table. I was duct taped to the table. I was art. I was physically art. Me, myself.
Living art.
I was.
Moving art.
I'm really glad nobody tried to peel my skin and eat me. Yeah. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, go check out the post on our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We've got a bunch of stuff to talk about. Not too many comics. We're midway through Crisis on Infinite Earths. We got the Wonder Woman trailer. We got the Ghostbusters trailer. Did we discuss the Black Widow trailer?
Yeah, we did.
Apparently, and I heard this, I'm not sure if it originated with our boy Tim Vo, but I heard this on Lords of the Long Box, that apparently there is the possibility of a mutant being introduced in Black Widow. That scene where there's like the prison or whatever behind her and the door gets blasted off. Mm-hmm. There's like a silhouette for like a split second of something big behind there. I don't remember what mutant he mentioned that it might be. Maybe some crazy big-ass Russian mutant that I'm not familiar with. But yeah, I don't know. Because at this point, I think this was also on the video where he mentioned that Storm might be in Black Panther 2, which we talked about quite a while ago that Mikey had told us about.
Which I hate, by the way.
But they have to introduce the X-Men separately. Like, there's never going to be a big-ass X-Men movie because that's what Fox did, and they want to distance themselves as much as possible from that.
My concern with her being introduced in Black Panther 2 is the fact that they'll just rush the connection between the two and the marriage. Because everybody wants to see that marriage because they're two awesome, black, powerful characters. Let's not forget that it ended up in divorce, and she jumped onto Wolverine right afterwards.
I don't think they'll rush the marriage, but I think they actually introduce her like from another tribe or something. Rumors going around that Dr. Doom is going to be the villain there. I don't know. That he's after vibranium,
which gels with the comic book because he did corrupt vibranium once.
Yeah, him and Black Panther have gone head to head quite a few times.
The whole thing is, if you have a villain in a movie, the villain either has to win or lose. I don't think they're going to have Black Panther lose anytime soon. Have we seen any villain really win except Winter Soldier villain? Because he won.
Zemo?
Yeah, he got what he wanted.
Yeah. See, the basic consensus is, and we've spoken about this on the show before, that there's going to be a cosmic villain and an earthbound villain.
Okay.
A lot of people think it's going to be Galactus. I'm not so sure about that. I don't think Galactus is a 10-year build. I think Galactus could be introduced in a couple of movies, maybe 3 the most. Mm-hmm. But I think that's all in preparation for the Annihilation Wave and Annihilus. Once you establish the Fantastic Four firmly in the MCU, we move past Galactus. Because Galactus is one movie worth of, please don't eat our planet. Okay, Galactus's word is his bond. And done.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was good.
Thank you. He's like, the hunger knows. Here's a microwave pizza. Okay. You're good. And Annihilus is a much greater threat. And I think that's a bigger 10-year build because you could watch him literally going from planet to planet, solar system, throughout the galaxy, from galaxy to galaxy perhaps, however big you want to make this thing.
Yeah.
Eating and destroying planet after planet until he gets to the Milky Way. Who knows? Then we can involve Fantastic Four, the Guardians of the Galaxy, whomever. Might be spacebound at the time, the Eternals, whatever their plan is with them, etc. And
about them. Oh my God.
And then there's the Earthbound villain. I always thought it was going to be Norman Osborn, but at the moment, since he's under technically the Sony umbrella, that's probably not going to happen. They're not going to put so much stock into a Sony-owned character until maybe, hopefully, Disney buys them. So at this point, top contender is Dr. Doom. And you're right. For them to introduce him so early in Black Panther 2, which I believe the release date of that is 2021, might be 2022.
I forget.
It's in a couple years. It's in a
try not to focus past next year.
You wouldn't want to hold your breath and wait. Period.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that if this is a 10-year villain, I don't think they're gonna have this guy lose to start with.
I would like for them to do what they did with Doctor Strange, where he was technically introducing Winter Soldier, his name.
Right.
Like,
I'll take a name drop for sure.
Like mentioning the Omega Project in Russia in a Black Widow movie, perfect. Omega Red.
Yeah.
Bingo, boom. Leave it alone. But like actual walk on, like mention Latveria.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Name drops.
Yes.
All about the name drops. That's what we did. That was the appetizer for the entirety of the MCU for the last 10 years.
Yep.
Was random name drops, and you heard it as a fan, and you were like, oh, snap. You know?
Yes.
That's when you got excited. And then maybe there was like a cameo or something. At this point, I would, let's say, for the sake of argument, that they want to introduce Omega Red in Black Widow. I would absolutely take a red arm and a tentacle.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay.
That's all you see. Could be anybody. You don't need a cast.
Yeah.
Could be fucking anyone. That's really the key at this point. Without major casting announcements, you're stuck with backview cameos and close-up cameos like that.
Right.
Because there's no way Doctor Doom gets cast and nobody fucking knows about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
As it is, we gotta wait all the way till May for Black Widow anyway. So there's gonna be a lot of hype about this movie, and there's gonna be so much fucking speculation that we're all gonna get tired of it until the movie comes out. So I'm trying not to, but I can't help it. You get excited, Yeah. So going back to the idea of the Annihilation Wave going from planet to planet, destroying it, let's talk Crisis on Infinite Earths. The event that the CW has been building up to since basically the introduction of The Flash.
Yeah, the newspaper.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have talked about the CW Crisis since like 2015. That was, I think, the first time the Pete's Basement Show mentioned this. And a lot of people were like, nah, they're never going to get that far. Well, they did. And yes, even Kevin Smith said it himself in the first episode of that After Crisis thing. Yeah. He was like, this event was literally years in the making. If that wasn't him saying they've been planning this since Jump Street, I don't know what it is. If that can't convince you that we were right since 2015, nothing can, and you should find another lame-ass podcast to follow instead of us. Because we're obviously way too awesome for you guys. That being said, all of the haters have left the room. Glad all of you have stayed. I'm enjoying it. It's not great.
What do you mean you're enjoying it? You didn't finish it? There's only one more episode
far.
left.
Well, technically there's 2.
It's a 2-hour episode.
Then technically there's 3. Because we still have to go... The series started with Supergirl. Then it went to Batwoman. Then technically it went to Black Lightning. It was a crossover episode. Yeah. Didn't really count. It was Black Lightning's backstory before he arrived on Earth 1. And then it was The Flash back on Tuesday. So when this concludes on Arrow, which is technically also the last episode of Arrow.
Forgot about Arrow.
Yeah, it's 2 hours. We still have a Legends of Tomorrow episode in between.
January 14th, yes.
So that's what I'm saying.
It was ending on Legends.
I thought it was ending on Arrow. I think it ends on Arrow. I think Legends is in the middle. Either way, there's 2 more TV shows that we got to watch before this thing ends. How much, extra we're going to get from whichever one is in the middle, I don't know. But I mean, thus far, as of the Flash episode, I'm enjoying it. I'm not loving it, but I am enjoying the nods to the fans.
It is very nostalgia driven, and it gives you the good feels. I dropped pretty much all the CW shows, as you know.
Yes.
Except for Black Lightning. I like the way Crisis was handled on that.
Yes.
Her powers are shown to be really complicated. She's crazy powerful, and it's a nice little twist.
They were very immediately accepting of the fact that this is clearly parallel universes and other dimensions. Okay, that didn't take a lot of convincing.
I mean, when you could do the things they could do.
I guess if you're looking at 2 different yous, would you be mentally prepared for something like this? Like, knowing what we know about comics, you think if you were faced with that scenario, you'd be like, fuck, I always knew. Or it'd be like...
I think we would. The more hardcore nerds that we are.
This is why I think nerds would save the world.
Yeah, yeah.
It's up to us because we're the ones who are mentally prepared for this shit.
Yeah. We just said, okay, this is happening. Okay.
Yeah. Zombie apocalypse? On it.
Yeah.
Crisis on Infinite Earths? Cool.
What was the first episode?
Was Supergirl.
Supergirl, I'm glad I dropped.
Okay.
Brainiac is annoying. Like, no end. Why did they get rid of the regular nerd?
Yeah, I don't know why he left.
I mean, he was awesome. He had a hot alien girlfriend. And... okay. They went full lesbian on her sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying it. She went full... She's almost stud status. Stud is when you're, like, very masculine-ish. And I'm like, okay. She's still annoying. She's gotten annoying. I mean, Supergirl's very PC annoying.
She's a straight actress, Kylie Lee.
Yeah, good for her.
She's married, kids, and everything.
Still.
You think the husband will be watching that? Like,
something not telling me, babe? Let me know. I'll watch.
Bring her home.
Lana Luthor is still gorgeous.
She's the hottest one on the whole show.
I'm all right with the suit. Now, all that being said, I like Crisis. Again, it is very nostalgia-driven.
Yes.
And
missed opportunity not having Linda Carter so far. And I don't think it's going to happen now.
And I thought that was really dropping the ball because she's already been on the show.
Exactly. How hard should it have been to get her back?
Yeah, like you could have had, like, just like they had what's his name?
Burt Ward.
Yeah.
Or, God, I really wish Adam West was alive.
Who else has been on the show that... This guy, the Adam, he came back as Superman.
Yeah.
Why? Because,
well, he's also still on Legends.
Yeah, and that worked.
Yeah.
And why not bring Linda Carter as president on Supergirl and...
Well, she's not the president anymore. She was ousted because she was an alien.
Right.
But bring her in as Wonder Woman.
Yeah. For
a hot second, like you did Burt Ward, and then done.
The Titans, they were not part of the crossover. They just showed a clip of them.
I know.
That was a little...
Was that from the trailer or something? Like
I don't know where it was from, but technically they're in the Infinite Crisis spiel.
Right.
But that's kind of a cop-out.
Well, I agree. There were no words. There was nothing. You just saw... the guy who I thought was Booster Gold was the Ray from Earth X.
Yeah.
And I think I mistaked him for Booster Gold when I first saw him too. And then there was like Hawk and Robin, like you said, from Titans, and then done. No words, no nothing, just bright light.
There you go.
Like they pulled a Mogwai.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I like Supergirl. It was a good episode.
It was the beginning, so all it was loading up the characters for Batwoman, basically.
I like Lex Luthor.
Right?
Yeah.
He's the best fucking thing we've seen as Lex Luthor since Gene Hackman.
Kevin Smith said on Aftermath that he's the best Lex Luthor, period, outside of the animated series. And I agree with that. Because the problem is he's more closer to the comic book than Gene Hackman was.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is what takes it away from the fact that he's not the best. Mind you, no offense to Gene Hackman, he is the man. And the fact that he was in Superman 4 is just icing on the cake.
It's just hilarious.
Lenny Luthor became Lex Luthor. So, all right. What else happened to that?
I like the fact that, not to cut you off, but to kind of tangentially go on that, I like the fact that the Kingdom Come universe is the Chris Reeve Superman universe.
Yes.
The one that Brandon Routh took over.
Yes.
That, oh shit, everything fucked up and everything went wrong.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
What else was done in that episode? I wasn't a fan of the alien ghost fancy things.
Yeah, it did make a lot of sense.
How badass were they that you can fight them with arrows?
Not too much.
When did Ollie have a daughter?
Well, she's from the future. That was like last season, and
oh my god, I'm glad I dropped that.
Yeah, that was honestly boring as shit. And if Kate McNamara wasn't so easy on the eyes, I would have been really, really bored.
I understand that.
She's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After that was Batwoman.
Yes.
I enjoyed that. Because it wasn't so much...
That was a better show than a lot of people expected, myself included.
It wasn't so much a Batwoman show, it was a Crisis show.
Yeah.
It just so happens to be on a Bat World.
Mm-hmm. Can we talk about this now?
Yeah.
What the fuck? man. All we all wanted was Kevin Conroy in the bat suit. And what we got was a murderous, psycho Batman.
That bothered me. Like, this is Batman gone bad. This is like the Dark Multiverse type of crap.
Yeah.
But he didn't use the voice.
He did when they first arrived, you heard it. Maybe he's lost a step or two.
No, because on the second Aftermath show, he's literally answering Twitter questions using the voice.
Really?
Yeah. So he has it. He still has it. For some reason, they just told him not to go there or something. I don't know what. It kind of hurt my feelings.
Well, he was Bruce Wayne, though. He wasn't as Batman, technically. I don't know. I'm trying to make excuses.
Yes, you are.
Why was Luke walking around with his shirt open constantly? I felt that was unnecessary.
I think it was to add some humor because that was a dark episode because Batman killed Clark Kent.
Yes, it did.
And then he bitch slapped
Supergirl.
Yeah.
Still trying to figure out why Homeboy was walking around with a six-pack out. Good for you. You built. I didn't need that.
It was some...
And the amount of fucking...
It was some cute humor in the fact that Supergirl's down with a swirl was like, hey... And then, Batwoman was like, no, let's make it awkward. There was a good dynamic duo interaction between the two. There's a good vibe. CW needs to take advantage of that.
Of Batgirl and Supergirl? Batwoman and Supergirl, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm talking like not a crossover. I'm talking about like a 5-part mini or something.
Well, they are all going to exist in the same spot now, so it's like a lot easier.
World's finest type of mini movie or something. That would be so awesome.
Going back to John Pryor as Lex Luthor, did I not tell you last year when he premiered that he is fantastic?
You did.
He's the reason to watch the show.
He is. And he said, first it was supposed to be 2 to 3 episodes, but his character became very popular, and then he wanted to be in Crisis.
That's awesome.
Yes, and that was like...
that you can always really appreciate when the actor is having fun doing it.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, man, my head exploded when he did the Miss Tessmacher yell, and it was so perfect. It was so good. It was straight Hackman.
I gotta find that on YouTube or something.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not seeing that. Serious. No.
You don't need to watch the whole season, but honestly, it's worth it just for his episodes.
Yeah.
Because he really is the best since the cartoon, because he's such a conniving fuck. You just want to punch him in the face.
The cartoon one's perfect.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. After that was Black Lightning?
Yeah, as a quick crossover episode. Not technically part of the series, but part of it.
Yeah, and it showed the different universes and
all the results from the different ones. And not for nothing, the Earth 1, the main Earth, like Flash and Arrow's Earth, they have Black Lightning got a fucked up story, man. Yeah. Daughter took away all their powers and then gets bucked in the head by that asshole of a
Odell.
Government agent. Yeah. Now that's a guy who needs a bullet to the head.
Well, you caught up with Black Lightning?
Yeah, he got shot, but he didn't fucking die.
Yeah, give it time.
I'm sitting there like, man, that was anticlimactic. Oh shit, he's still alive. I hate him. My mother hates him.
Good, that's his role, and he's succeeding.
Yeah.
He always plays a bastard.
I've seen him in other shit.
You ever saw Payback with Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
He was one of the douche detectives following him, extorting him for money.
That's right.
Yeah. Something else.
Wow, good call.
I think he was also in Predator, but...
The original? Because, he's not a young buck no more.
Was he the one shaving?
I don't know. Maybe. Shit. But you're right. He's usually an asshole.
Yeah.
He's just got that voice. He's got that smarmy look.
Yeah, the look, the voice. He's just like, you're dead.
I've always said, I've heard it from many an actor friend that the mark of a good actor or actress is not getting you as the audience, as the fan, to like a good character. It's to hate a bad one.
It's fun playing a villain. And that's what this guy, Lex Luthor, said. It's like, it's different. Like, why would he even choose me to play Luthor? And he was like, you know what, fine, I read the script. He jumped on board. Lenny Luthor.
So this episode concluded, and they did it. They did it so perfectly well in that, to me.
You saw it coming though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good. Because some people were like,
but
shocked. No.
The flashbacks, and I'm not even using that as a pun.
Yeah.
The flashbacks, that time it was a pun. Did you see the difference? Oh, man.
The last one, the last flashback where he sees his life passing through it.
Uh-huh. And she's
it was
like, I trust you,
cool.
or whatever.
Because, again, the second Aftermath, I don't think you saw it, but I'm going to spoil it for you.
Okay.
They said it because when the original series ended, it just ended. Right. There was no finale. So this is like, it's ending. And I was like, oh my God, that's true. Stop it. That being said, I cannot stand the Flash.
He's such a whiny bastard.
Yeah,
man.
I'm glad he's not wearing his helmet because he looks ridiculous in his helmet.
Oh my God, I'm so glad they put the chin strap back on for this season. I think they realized like they had to go fucking balls deep last season because they did like, oh yeah, we'll lose the chin strap, it'll be great, and everybody realized he had a fucking little bubble head.
Yeah.
And the entire internet made fun of him.
They're like, no, you're shaming me. No, you got an awkward head. It is what it is. Fat guys shouldn't wear skinny pants. You shouldn't wear a fucking mask.
Listen,
it's the way it is.
Ruby Rose has
a weird head.
She's got a fucking anime face. If you look at the way her features are, she looks like a fucking walking anime character. When she put her head in the Batman cowl, she had a bubble head. I don't think anyone realistic. Christian Bale had a bubble head. I'm just thinking back. The only one who didn't have a fucking bubble head that I can remember, because I'm pretty sure Val Kilmer had it. I blocked out the George Clooney one from my mind.
Who?
Exactly. Val Kilmer didn't have it. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what the dynamic of Tim Burton's costume was, but he didn't have it. Everybody else, fucking Ben Affleck, Christian Bale was like floating away on his hot air fucking balloon. I don't think realistically you can wear the Batman cowl without having a bubble head.
It is hard to pull off in real life.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And like when she put the red wig and shit on, I'm like, yo, she looks damn good as a character brought to life.
Yeah,
that's fucking spot on.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
But yeah, like Grant Gustin has a pretty skinny head. Like not for nothing. His mom's Toiseau must have been about that big to squeeze that kid out. His fucking head came out like a Tom and Jerry routine. It was like this fucking big. What?
His mom's what?
Toiseau. Brooktalion.
So, besides Grant Gustin's physical differences,
I'm saying he wouldn't naturally have a bubble head. It was just a lack of the chin strap.
Yeah. Honestly, it's like when you see Crisis and you notice the physiques, he is lacking. And a lot of them are lacking. Like, when you compare the Supermans.
Mm-hmm. Yo, not for nothing.
Tom Welling.
Tom Welling's gigantic.
He could still be like, don't put him next to the other Supermans.
No, I think that's why they couldn't.
Yeah.
That's why they had to have him powerless.
Like, first of all, what's his name? Ray Palmer in the muscle suit.
Ray Palmer is still bigger than Tyler Hoechlin.
He is. So, I mean, in order of size, Ray Palmer, I think, is still taller than Tom Welling. But
Tom Welling looks like he could bench press a truck.
Yes, he can. And, what's his name? All right, one thing at a time. That aside, okay, that was good. I don't care for Cisco. I love Killer Frost. Iris should die. She's a hot, beautiful, talented actress, but I hate her character.
The character's just written poorly.
Yes, and it's just annoying. The whole interaction among them all is like, oh no, you need to die.
I really like Ralph.
He is good. Yeah.
Ralph's a favorite. I like the kid playing Adam. I've liked Osric Chow since Supernatural. Constantine.
That was nice.
Lucifer.
Stole the show.
Always does.
So I saw Tom Welling like, dude is jacked. I was like, no, Lucifer stole the show. And it was like, oh my God, these two need to cross over. Just them two. Oh my God, this is hilarious.
Love that. The whole going to purgatory thing to go and save Ali.
Mm-hmm.
So
the card is him playing the piano. I almost won that card. My wife would kill me. But I won the card.
I'm sure it's available on eBay.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It really has been a perfect nod to the fans.
It is. That's what it really is. That's
it gets that solid A- for not having Linda Carter in it.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
She is a bit.
Sucks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a cameo all the way at the end. I don't know. Speaking of cameos, the fucking Spectre.
Yes.
Damn.
And is it me or is Ollie going to become the Spectre next?
So, yo, that's what I was thinking. I was like, yo, is this motherfucker going to pull a Green Lantern?
Yeah.
You went from being Batman to being Hal Jordan?
He has a body that's alive with no soul in it. He comes back as a Spectre. I mean, that would... Okay.
What could they do with this? Where is it going to go afterward? Because we all know Green Arrow is not going to... The concept is not going to end. Is it going to become the Outsiders? There's no word yet. There's nothing. This is all pure speculation. Is it going to go to the DC Universe?
Uh-huh.
We've heard a lot of different things.
What's going to happen with... All right. If it goes to the comic book, everything should become one universe, right?
Well, it's going to be one universe, yes.
It should.
Because now it'll make crossovers a hell of a lot easier.
So is Stargirl going to be introduced in the regular one universe next year? You seen the commercial trailers for that?
You know what? I saw that it exists and didn't bother to watch it.
It looks good.
Okay.
This guy's Old School. Remember Old School?
Yeah.
My boy Blue.
That Old School?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's his name? The main guy that just got divorced or something, and he's the reason they built the whole school around him. It was Vince Vaughn and Wolf Run, the other guy.
Yeah.
The other guy.
The other guy.
The other guy's gonna be Stargirl.
Okay. As whom?
The father, the stepfather.
Uh-huh.
So I'm looking forward to that because I'm like, wow, he's falling if he's doing TV. They mentioned the JSA, so that's like, what's going to be the new history of this one new world?
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there, and then burn it.
Yeah, but I'm liking it. Not enough to jump on these shows I'm not watching anymore, but...
Are you watching Batwoman regularly?
No.
It's really...
I saw the first one, and I saw this one.
First one was good. First one was a big introduction.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you this, the girl playing Alice steals the show every time she's on camera. It's all about the villains, yo.
Yeah.
Like, she's a fun actress. She gets really into the role being crazy as fuck. I like the fact that they're actually, like, killing people. There's actually some consequences going on. Yeah. And, you know, like, you really thought in one of the last episodes when some shit went down that they were going to punk out by the end of it. And it was really going down that road until all of a sudden it took that left turn and, there's just enough MacGuffin device to save one of you kind of thing.
Okay.
So...
That's what I wanted to mention. The Paragons. I mean...
I don't remember enough of Crisis.
No,
I need to go back and read
from what
Crisis.
the writer said, the Paragon's just like a MacGuffin.
Okay.
That's what reminded me of it. This is a MacGuffin. They need to be doing something in the process of the whole Crisis. But they reminded me a lot like lanterns. And I'm like...
I didn't even think of that. You're right.
Is this a thing? Could it possibly be an intro to different, energy sources?
Because they're all like
spectrums?
the Paragon of Hope, the Paragon of Truth, etc. Glad you brought that up.
And Jeff Johns is involved in Stargirl.
Okay.
So he's involved in writing for these CW shows. So.
And there is that Green Lantern show coming to HBO. And
they should have manned up and showed like the DCEU as one of the universes.
Well, they were always supposed to. Mikey the Shadow Sutton told us this back in 2015 when the DCEU was still actually a thing, and it was still going. The concept was to have this and the TV shows cross over into one megalith of a universe, and Zack Snyder pretty much just took a diarrhea shit all over that.
What is Zack Snyder? And also the executives at WB. It's not just Zack Snyder.
Yeah, no, it's not just Snyder. But Snyder did not want... He didn't want his characters being shown on TV. That's what they even said in the Kevin Smith shit, the first one, when since you couldn't use Batman or Superman, they couldn't use the big guys. Yeah. Those stories are being told through Supergirl and Batwoman because you couldn't use them, and they didn't elaborate on why, but that's fucking why. Yeah, was Snyder didn't want them being used, and now you're balls deep into these other characters, so you can't
undo it.
Yeah.
Unless you have Crisis.
Unless you have Crisis.
So yeah, like Ike, WB executives, and Snyder, Ike and Spike, have done a lot of damage to the respective companies.
And despite a few hokey one-liners, cheesy plot lines, and annoying-ass characters, I still think Greg Berlanti can save it.
I trust him.
Yeah.
I trust. I mean, considering what he's working with, and he turned the Arrow into a Batman-level character, and it is an Arrowverse for a reason.
Yep.
You know, I do. I expect a lot of good stuff from Berlanti if they keep on giving him more and more power and influence.
I'm going to drop Crisis's grade one more level.
A?
I'm going to give it a solid B+ to an A. And I will grade this higher by the end of it if I see one thing. And you brought it up. You reminded me.
Supergirl nips?
Besides that, we've seen her nips before.
Oh, we've seen her real lips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't need a nipple costume.
Okay.
What I do need is John Diggle with a Green Lantern ring.
Oh, I never liked that.
I do.
Oh, you would.
I absolutely do. The fact that the other Flash said, John, I hardly recognize you without your ring. Come on! We need to see it. There's a reason he's still alive.
Okay, yes. But if they do one universe, it's too convoluted to make him... What's his name?
But Arrow's ending. So where's he got to go? What if he goes to that show on HBO? How great would that be? Because I like this guy as an actor. I think he's cool.
I do too.
And I think if you could definitely keep him as an established Jon Stewart in the Green Lantern verse and have him fucking fly off to space. Do it. End it with that. I don't care. I don't need to see him fighting all CG'd and shit
his wife and kid?
spending money. Fuck him.
No.
What?
You can't have a star, heroic character abandon his family.
They died in Crisis.
Like, where the hell is the kid during this whole mom's, what's her name, Harbinger, and he's fighting people? Who's the nanny?
I don't
know.
They died in Crisis. They don't come back. He's heartbroken, and he swears by the ring that no one else will feel his loss, and flies off to space. There, I wrote it for them.
You did?
I did. I'm very proud of myself.
I'm not. I hate him. I'll watch it, but I don't want it.
Speaking of HBO, you're not on Watchmen yet either,
no.
Right? We both don't have HBO.
We are both HBO-less.
Yeah. So I do know, thanks to a spoiler that I saw, they introduced Dr. Manhattan.
Wow.
Yeah.
He had pants on?
He did up close.
Good. Yeah. Blue cock. It's, there's only so many.
There was a dick in the show.
That's HBO for you.
Yeah.
They're going to drop some penis.
Yep. They did.
But blue penis is something.
It was blue. It was blue. It was real, too.
Oh, okay.
I think it was makeup. I don't think they actually turned the guy's penis blue.
Like makeup? Like somebody painted... Whose job was it? It was like CG.
You know somebody got that job. What? Yeah.
Because if it was CG, that's a different matter. You have a penis on your screen and you're using your pen to like color it blue. You're coloring a penis. What did you do today at your job? Oh, baby, you're not coloring a penis.
Did you hear what I said?
No, what?
If you're hard up for cash...
Oh!
I didn't even mean it. I seen the words coming out of my mouth. I was like, come back.
The finale is this Sunday, Kate?
Of Crisis? No, it ain't.
No, watch it.
Oh, yeah.
How many episodes is that?
Like 9, I think.
Yeah, the first one is usually cheap. Cheap as in low amount of episodes.
Yeah, no, I keep getting yelled at left and right by friends and coworkers for not watching it. I'm on like episode 3, maybe 4, whatever it is. And I do know that they actually explain the whole Rorschach angle. Because it bothered me by the first, and this bothered a lot of people, I think. Actually, I don't know if this specifically bothered people. A lot of people were calling the show like woke bullshit kind of thing because it was all about racism and politics and everything. And the original book was very much about politics.
Yeah.
And anybody who disagrees with that should go back and reread it.
Seriously.
It was not so much about racism. I don't really remember a lot of that going on.
No, definitely they touched on sexism.
Sexism for sure.
What's her name?
Sally Jupiter and Silk Spectre.
Yeah, they help with rape and
absolutely.
Yeah.
Racism, no. And they specifically made points to say that Rorschach was not racist. He pretty much hated everyone.
Yeah.
But he was not a racist guy. So the idea for me, watching it, that he could become the face of a white supremacist group bothered me. Because that to me seemed like almost like a cop-out by the writers.
Yeah.
Like, where are you going with this? I get the idea that a guy who was basically an anarchist, that was his whole shtick, that could be bastardized into a glorified KKK.
You think he was an anarchist?
He was 100% an anarchist.
I think he wanted order.
But he didn't want the order that we had currently. And I think in order to get there, you had to create anarchy first.
Okay.
He actually reminds me a lot of a guy I knew in high school. Not dropping names.
Okay.
But nevertheless, Rorschach was not racist. And the idea that he became the face of a white supremacist group, and I'm sitting there like, you have 8 more episodes to explain yourselves. What happened? How did this happen? Why have you bastardized his name? Because that's exactly what they did. Was they took this guy's identity and completely ignored everything that he stood for and became this instead. Which sounds like what a bunch of those assholes would do in the first place.
This takes place after...
Now. Right now.
But it's after the events of the Watchmen...
in the book.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's right now.
Right.
It's modern times, which I think is a pretty cool twist. As a matter of fact, one of the girls...
So it makes sense that...
There's a lot of... Yeah, because it's modern times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's a lot of fucked up shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I was cool with that. They did finally explain it. I didn't get to see it, but it was told to me that, no, it's okay. They get into that by like the 6th or 7th episode. So I'm looking forward to that. Like, knowing that, like, that they're not just going to go and not explain that, okay, now Rorschach's a fucking... racist cocksucker, and people who are not familiar with the source material,
which is a shame.
Which would be a shame.
Yes.
But there are a lot of people who just watch the show for the sake of the show, and they're gonna look at the character in the wrong light. To me, and that bothers me because Rorschach was a fantastic character, he's one of my favorite characters, and he literally fucked up the whole shit at the end. It was his diary, his journal that made it to the newspaper, fucked everything that Ozymandias worked for. Yes. So he had to kill a few billion people. It was for the sake of the world. I like Ozzy.
I did too.
I really like.
You think I'll tell you my plan and not have it already started? Thank you.
It's this. I remember. I wish I could go back and get the level of joy, surprise, just utter shock that I had reading that for the very first time. I remember where I was. I was coming back from the Dominican Republic on vacation, and I was sitting all the way in the back of the plane by my damn self with my graphic novel. And all my friends are fucking a few rows up, and they're like, Pete, you won't come sit with us? I'm like, nope. Been sitting with you motherfuckers all week. I'm tired of this. Give me some fucking free time.
No, I got that.
From what I've seen, it's a good show. I'm looking forward to the rest of it. I'm looking forward to seeing the Dr. Manhattan reveal, even though because of dipshits on the internet, it was revealed to me already.
Yeah, no, it happens.
Motherfucking memes. God damn it.
People are really quick with it.
Yo.
Speaking of shows, Titans. Season 2 ended.
And how was it?
It was good.
Okay.
Very good. I'd like to thank a mutual friend of ours. They know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's kind of really good. I love Manu.
I know.
Issa Morales is
better Deathstroke?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All
and
right.
not because he's a Latino Rican, you know what I'm saying? Not because of that. Because at first I was like, wait, what? Deathstroke has white hair. He's like a white boy. But No, it was just good. The portrayal of it was good. I cannot stand the whole storyline with Jericho and the whole family crap. And don't even get me started on Tara and the Judas contract nonsense. It's something the Titans always throw out there again. It's like the one story that they keep on spewing back out at us. Oh, I fucking hate it. They did it so well.
Really?
Oh my God, yes. My only problem with the show, my own 1.5 problems, because one of them is just Ramon being spiteful.
Okay.
Lack of boobs. They showed boobs this season. It wasn't none of the boobs I wanted to see, and they were itty bitties. And that's the half problem.
They actually have tits in this show.
Oh, yeah, there was like a scene or something like that, some horrors. It's like they curse intentionally. You know when you
forcing it?
Yeah, you don't force the F word.
No.
You know, you slide it in right, unless you're angry, which you just force it in. This is no. It's like you're trying to be adults, using the F word, and it's like
little kids using it when their adults not around and shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at me, I can curse.
Other than that, this series is wonderful. It left off in a really good place. Excuse me. And I'm looking forward to season 3.
Well, I'm happy to say that I bought myself an Apple TV over Black Friday weekend.
Of course.
And I now have access, at least in one room of the house, to DC Universe.
Good.
So
After
I'm going to get on
Gargoyles,
that. After Gargoyles. Because nothing is taking the place of Gargoyles for me right now.
Season 1 is going to test you.
Really?
Season 1 is a tough pill to swallow.
Okay.
The budget, I think, was less, and it was like...
But I also heard that it really ended well.
Oh, no. It ended well when Season 2 started.
Aha. But Season 2 can just start right up for me, so...
If you want to skip Season 1, I almost say go for it, but I know you won't.
do that.
But it's like, just muscle through it.
Okay.
And then Season 2 is like, all right, stop playing.
I'm looking forward to Swamp Thing, too. And Doom Patrol.
I've seen half of Swamp Thing. I need to finish it off. I forgot where I left off, which could be a problem. Doom Patrol is good. It's quirky.
Okay.
That's the word. But it is good.
There's tits in that, too, I saw.
I think so.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Crazy Fraser fucked somebody.
He fucks the hell out of this chick. Oh, the maid, I think, or the nanny.
Whatever.
Good one. It's quirky, crazy chick from Orange is the New Black. She steals the show. She's just awesome. Everybody acts really well in this, actually. Surprised it hasn't gotten like an Emmy or something.
Let's stick with DC on this. What's it? The Harley Quinn DC shit premiered. Now, this is a movie? There's an animated flick, or is this a TV show?
It's an animated series, a weekly one.
On DC Universe.
Yeah.
Now, our homegirl Tish is not too happy with this.
And, no, Tish is our local Rican chick. And also on top of that, she's a Harley nut. So as such, she is horribly biased.
Okay.
But I agree with her.
She also really very rarely likes things.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Kaylee Cuoco, a.k.a. Penny from Big Bang, is
the
voice,
new Harley.
Which is interesting because what's her name? Bernadette was the voice for Harley in one of the movies.
Yes, it was.
And she has a better Harley-esque voice.
Yeah, she's got that. She can modulate to that higher pitch.
Yes.
In case anybody's ever seen any interviews with the actress who plays Bernadette, she doesn't actually have that high-pitched voice in reality.
She's cute, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. She has a rack. Anyways,
never shows it.
Never.
And that movie where she was doing those gymnastics nude scenes, that was a body double. I was really upset to learn that.
That is depressing. Anyways, it's... Alright, what we get more is more DCEU Harley, then we get Batman the Animated Series Harley, which is still the ideal Harley for me.
Okay.
2, they try to push it harder. It is a hard R show. There's a lot of cursing.
Okay.
Blood, murder, dismemberment, gore.
Is it just Harley? Is the Joker in it? Is Batman
Joker's in it. The Legion of Doom is in it.
Really?
I haven't seen Luther yet. Actually, no, Batman did show up, I think. Poison Ivy's there, and I love Poison Ivy character to death. I'm watching it because of their interaction with each other. But overall, Poison Ivy is like, Jesus Christ. Like, I'll watch it when I get to it on Friday, but it's not like I'm going to watch this like with The Mandalorian on Fridays. Let's forget about it.
I'm actually 2 episodes behind on Mando. Been on Gargoyles, man. I can't stop. You did this.
Mandalorian, dude.
I know.
Are you going to see Star Wars? Because supposedly,
yes,
next Wednesday
week.
is an episode, and then the 20th comes out, which tickets are like hard. Good seating is hard to find already.
I know. Do you have your seats yet?
No.
I don't either.
So I'm already assuming I'm going Monday morning, 23rd.
Okay, so it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
You can't go Christmas Eve.
Where?
You're not Jewish.
I'm good, Red says.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
It's the thing.
Call me Abraham.
I'm just saying. But yes, The Mandalorian moves up to a Wednesday release to coincide because there's something to do with the storyline for the Rise of Skywalker. No one knows what. And just to be clear, Mandalorian takes place between Jedi and Force Awakens. Sometime in the 30 years between there.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's closer to Jedi because it looks like the Empire just expanded. Yeah. And there's no, because there's still, people still dealing with Empire currency and those, like, you know, oh, these aren't worth anything anymore. So it may be a couple of years after, it looks like. That's just my speculation. I mean, I'll see when I can get to... I haven't admittedly tried to get tickets yet. I'm not as obsessive a Star Wars fan as I am a MCU fan.
I'm more
a comic book fan, period. Big time. So that's why I'm going to try to... I'll see what I can do to get some tickets. I've got a pretty loose work schedule that week anyway, so we're good. That said, we do have a tentative schedule for, although next Thursday is the last Pete's Basement episode of the season, this will be episode 42 next week, next Thursday, the 19th, we are going to have a all-around Star Wars, Mandalorian, and Rise of Skywalker review show at some point over the course of Christmas and New Year's vacation.
Rocco?
Yes, Rocco's coming. You're invited. It's not the Pete's Basement show without you. So come on down. We'll go live. It'll just be a special edition, not an official episode, so it won't be counted. It's just going to be one of those Pete's Basement extra type things, which I've been popping up slowly. Wonder Woman trailer. We saw our first teaser for Wonder Woman 1984.
She's gotten thicker.
She looks fantastic.
She does. I mean, I still don't think she's Linda Carter-esque.
No, she's nowhere near Linda Carter.
I hate to say this, but Linda Carter's a better beauty. Bustier too.
She was hotter than, but Gal Gadot is a different kind of pretty.
Kay says that was 80s dope and I love it.
Yo, I was sold on the music alone.
And it reminded us all what Pedro Pascal's face looks like.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yes, we will.
Blue Monday. I mean, that was the music playing. Never mind. It's white folks thing.
I probably know it. I just don't know the title. I'm trying to recall the damn trailer.
I don't know a lot about Maxwell Lord. Does he have like psychic powers? What is his?
He has mind control powers, but when he does control you, they're like absolute. But it's not like he's like on Professor X type of level.
So if he's not like within eyesight or something of you,
something. But once he has his clothes on you, you're his. Like Superman or anybody's. Obviously, some people take more work than others.
See, the thing is, let's go back to Batman vs. Superman and Justice League for a hot second, where she tells Bruce, "You brought him back to me. Thank you." This will not end well for Diana.
No, this is the thing.
He's not real.
I think it's her being mind-effed.
She's seeing him, and he's either not there, or it's someone who's acting the part of him.
If you notice one clip, he looked like he's horribly dying or something.
Really?
Yeah, where he's like all veiny, vascular, or whatever you want to call it.
Does he have this? Somebody pointed this out. Does he have the same outfit on every time you see him?
I didn't notice.
I got to go back and look.
Oh God, yes you are.
But the thing is, we're also assuming the fact that Chris Pine is in this movie and he's playing Steve Trevor, that he's going to be in it for the duration of the film. We could just be looking at a 10 to 15 minute stint where Maxwell Lord is fucking with her.
Yeah.
Big time.
And you know that they did not tease anything
about Cheetah
becoming Cheetah. Just Dr. Minerva. Was like, bastards. But what I saw Dr. Minerva was very interesting. Very Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yes, very Catwoman,
yes.
Right.
Selena Kyle, technically, but yes.
So going back to Pedro Pascal, first of all, he looks so weird with blonde hair.
He does. And that tan.
I'm not accepting
him. Bigger, because I really remember him the most.
As the Viper.
Who?
The Viper from Game of Thrones.
Actually, Narcos.
Oh, I know so.
Narcos, and then Narcos Mexico. It's a good series, dude. You will love the hell out of it. Crazy action, based on truth. They actually throw in real footage of the people they're portraying.
Oh, cool.
Like, yeah, I know these actors are portraying it, but we're breaking the fourth wall. And look, these are the people that did this and that, and it's really good stuff. You will like it.
All right, cool.
Good amount of, like, Latin women.
Oh.
Yeah.
Spanish?
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Pablo Escobar's wife.
I mean,
you will Google her afterwards and love her.
When you find out that this motherfucker was making like $50 million a week.
Nah, she was the first. She was his wife. She was there from the beginning where he was like,
just like on the street corner.
Yeah.
See, that's loyalty.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't faithful, but you know.
Whatever. You don't have to be. She probably wasn't either.
No,
she probably was. He would have killed her.
Yeah. But no, that's where I remember him from. He was great in that. So, and he was very Latino in that because he is Latino. So seeing him blonde and the golden skin and all this stuff, like tan and like, what the hell?
Very weird. And the whole walking toward you, like, I don't know, man. It was like fucking.
Maxwell Lord is a quirky ass bastard. Like, he's just weird. He's like maniacal. Yeah, and he kind of sort of used to be good, but then he went bad.
I thought he might have. Yeah, I thought
he was involved.
He's the head of Checkmate. Right?
Yes, there you go. So that alone is like weird spy stuff and stuff like that. But yeah, he goes way back before that. I think he went with Justice League International, maybe.
I'm gonna say this, and actually, our boy Demetrio said this in one of his comments, I believe, on our Facebook post about the trip. It wasn't a good trailer.
No,
I don't know anything about what's happening in this movie.
Yeah, except the whole 80s vibe, which is awesome.
All you did was, you established the 1980s, awesome fucking music.
Tracksuits.
She looks fantastic. Golden Kingdom Come armor. Fuck yeah. Out of context, but still great. Fuck yeah.
It's great, but it didn't look as good as like Alex Ross drew it.
Give it time.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like...
It's an early trailer.
I always take trailers with a grain of salt.
She lassoed some fucking lightning.
What? Yes! She's riding the lightning, literally.
If they don't play Metallica's Ride the Lightning, I'm going to be upset.
That's a missed opportunity.
And especially that was like a 1984 album. Give or take.
And then she did some weird lasso sonic boom thing in the...
I don't even know.
That whole, she bullet against the bracelet?
Fucking block the bullets and boom. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that shit. You know what that shit reminded me of? Okay. Real quick. You ever see the Fatal Fury animes?
No.
Okay. There's, Fatal Fury is like a Street Fighter kind of thing, but different company, SNK versus Capcom.
Yeah, with a cat.
Yeah. Terry Bogard. So, you get a guy who powers a lot like Terry Bogard, but he's mad jacked and a lot fucking stronger. Not for nothing.
Wow.
So, this one dude starts shooting at him, and the man just, like, bullets coming in like this, he's like, bing, and puts it to his fucking head.
Wow.
Such a cool scene. It was like in the first 3 minutes of the movie, I'm like, what?
Have you seen The Boys?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that. I just put that on the list. It's there. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. But real quick, for the lightning scene, somebody commented on our Instagram. Did you see this?
No.
Somebody said, yo, what the fuck? She lassos some lightning and rides the bolt? and somebody comments underneath. I don't even know who this is to give them credit. Somebody comments underneath. Yeah, don't worry, bro. It's not based in reality. No, it's not based on real life. Like, ouch.
I appreciate it.
You want some cream for that burn? That was good.
The geek in me thought, like, it makes sense. Who's her father?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm amenable. I'm totally cool with it. I wanted to lasso the lightning and fling it at him. Anyway, we're done with DC as far as trailers and shit go. The Boys.
I didn't see the trailer.
You didn't watch the
I
trailer?
didn't see the trailer.
Oh my god, dude!
I told her it's like one of the things that slipped my mind. I actually read all the books this week. And, just...
You gotta throw that shit out there.
Yeah. So, I just one of those things just...
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Watch that shit where you can control how fast it goes. Because there's scenes flipping by way too quickly. And you're gonna want to watch it in slow motion just to kind of grasp what's happening.
Okay.
There's a lot of blood splatter.
Oh.
There's a lot of blood being sprayed onto windows, faces, everywhere.
Okay.
Homelander, at one point, it looks, because it happens very fast, it looks like he literally takes somebody by the head and rips them in half.
That's awesome.
So awesome. And if do you follow? We do, so I can't even say do you, because technically you do by default. Follow this guy on Instagram. The actor who plays Homelander?
No.
For one, he's one of the nicest guys, apparently. Mm-hmm. He's pretty damn funny on his Instagram. Okay. Yet he plays a psycho.
He's always played a douche.
Really? I've never seen him in anything else.
He did something for Showtime. I forgot the name of it. Oh, where he plays an ex-con, and okay, it's long and convoluted, a lot of history, bad blood and stuff like that. Banshee, was it?
There was a show called Banshee.
Yeah, and he takes the identity of a dead sheriff, and he goes to this town, and he's a sheriff now. There's a lot of sex. Like, this guy's banging left and right. It's like nonstop.
I gotta tell you.
And he's a douche.
I just got my mom involved in The Boys.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I sat down with her for like the first 5 minutes. I said, I'm just gonna sit here for a moment. And afterwards she's like, holy shit! Did she just explode? Did he just run through her? I've officially corrupted my mother into like the comic book movie world. She loves it.
Yeah. It
has happened. That said, there are 2 Boys trailers. Did you see the other one, at least?
I have not seen none of them.
Alright, it's not a trailer so much as it's a scene with young Homelander, basically being given his lessons by his teacher/nanny, and then he was like, well, I don't have a mommy. Would you be my mommy? And she was like, yeah, sure. And he gives her a hug and squishes her.
Damn.
Yeah. Super fucked up. We're going to get a lot of like Homelander origin in this. And I'm really looking forward to it. That's nice.
From Banshee.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I missed a lot of... That's a really like HD photo.
Mm-hmm.
We can't pop it up because otherwise YouTube will ban this video.
You're right, it would.
Yes. And especially now I heard that there's mad algorithms changing and shit. Yo, I don't even want to know. I don't know how to work Instagram anymore. Pete's Basement has not been as active on Instagram lately. Mostly because I can't be fucking bothered. Like, I'm trying to post shit and nothing's getting fucking liked and noticed, and they've undone the like numbers in Instagram, so it's like, what's the goddamn point? And I don't even know what the exposure is on Instagram. So, like, I'll post shit here and there, but at this point, I may post some funny shit in the stories, but I'm going to try until I understand this better. And if somebody out there wants to explain it to me, what do I always say? But I'll send you a free comic. But I'm going to try to focus more on YouTube and understanding that algorithm, because Instagram, is becoming less and less important to me as far as the basement show goes.
I got you.
You know, I want to get the show more out there on YouTube, and that's where I think our focus needs to lie. Speaking of free stuff, sending people free stuff, let's take a break from talking about movies and stuff. We still got some more to go, but we have a lot of free stuff to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Free stuff that we are going to give to you, to 1, 2, or 3 lucky winners, depending on the contests at hand. Now, I said a couple of weeks ago that once I had read What Would Skeletor Do?
Oh, Jesus.
And I would give it an honest review, and then I had an extra copy, that would be the one I'm holding, to give to you. First of all, this is just, it's like an anti-self-help book. That is the only possible way I can describe this. And let me, if I may, read a passage or two from What Would Skeletor Do? So this way you can better understand it. From the chapter entitled Family and Frenemies, Dolts, Halfwits, Bunglers. If they're able, sometimes friends need your help. If they're able, they'll ask for it or cry out in agony as if they're being carried away by dragosaurs or attacked by swamp beasts. But sometimes people are too shy or scared to ask for help. Regardless, it'll take a lot less time and effort on your part to either ignore them completely or distance yourself in advance from any of their hardships. Now, most of people, I'm not saying most of us, but most of people would, if they see their friends in crisis, they'd be like, yo, you good, man? You okay? Mm-hmm. You want to talk about it? You go out to eat, go get some drinks. What Skeletor would do, on the other hand, is if he were to see his friend in trouble, he's like, hey, I'm busy trying to conquer Eternia, and ignore his friends instead. So that's what Skeletor would do. And maybe, just maybe, you don't want to do what Skeletor would do. Let me read you another passage. Decorating. Use a common motif around your home, like cold gray stones or furniture made from the bones of your fallen foes. By creating a visual design story, you'll tie everything together and will be noticed not only by your lackeys, but by your captives as well. So basically, you probably shouldn't be decorating your home with the blood of your enemies. But that's what Skeletor would do. You see how I say it's an anti-self-help book? So you can look at what Skeletor does and just kind of take for granted that you should do the opposite. Turn awkward silences to your advantage. Use the time to engage in a series of exposition-laden monologues. Not only will it be informative, but it'll pass the time and continue to establish your verbal dominance over the group. Now, me, as having one of the more expansive vocabularies of all of my friends, I subscribe to this. So, what I can say is that there are a couple of occasions in here where you could foreseeably do what Skeletor would do. Because I think sometimes Skeletor has the right idea.
You have your own copy of this, right?
Yes, I do.
I'm scared.
This is a fantastic book. It's fucking hilarious. You can find this on an Instagram called Always Fits. Sounds like you should be buying clothing from them, but that's where I got What Would Skeletor Do. Go on their Instagram, and then you can find a link to their website. I don't know if it's an Etsy shop or not. I've had a few shots. But I got this book. You can get one too, or you can win one. We're going to give away that copy that I was just holding in my hand to you. All you got to do is answer this question correctly. You send your answer to questions@petesbasement.com. Title it Skeletor. Now, as on the last several shows, I have mentioned that if you're watching the live show right now, you can answer here. You can pop it up in the comments on Facebook. You can put it in the Twitter thread if you're watching from there. You can answer it on Periscope and take a screenshot of your answer. If you answer it on the live show, send a photo of that. I'm still making you email it because I am. Email that screenshot of your correct answer watched during the live show to questionsatpetesbasement.com, title it Skeletor, and I'm just, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to just roll up the whole email into a little ass ball as tight as I can get it and throw it in the hat, and we're going to draw out the lucky winner from all of the correct answers. And if your answer is correct and it is from the live show, not only are you going to win the prize mentioned, you're going to win an extra goodie. In this case, it will be an extra He-Man-y type goodie. I don't know what it is yet. I'll figure it out when I'm packing up the boxes. And this goes for all of the contests that I'm about to mention. If you answer right now, during the live show, you get an extra prize. But we're not acknowledging answers right now. You got to screenshot the shit, send it to questionsatpetesbasement.com with its relevant title. Title it something that we're going to figure out what it is. That's all I'm asking. Make life a little easier on us. So the question for what would Skeletor do is sometimes even Skeletor had to work with his enemies. He-Man and Skeletor are notorious mortal enemies. Mm-hmm. But sometimes even they had to work together. What villain wouldn't leave the Eternians alone, prompting He-Man, Orko, the Sorceress, and yes, even Skeletor to give him the cold shoulder to defeat him? What villain wouldn't leave the Eternians alone that prompted He-Man, the Sorceress, Orko, and Skeletor to give him the cold shoulder in order to defeat him?
You know this, right?
Yes. Puns, motherfucker. Puns. Word.
Yes. Words.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Next, we have Battle Cats. We were giving this away a few weeks ago. All of the drawings will be held next week. So get your answers in immediately. That's why this episode is going up completely unedited, completely raw. I am throwing this out there as soon as possible for all of you YouTubers to see it and go and send in your answers to questionsatpetesbasement.com. Battle Cats. I have akin this book to the greatest love child of Thundercats and Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good...
You've read it. You enjoyed it immensely.
Both of them, yes.
I'm really glad you did.
Yeah, it's really good.
According to the original Thundercats cartoon, what caused the planet Thundera to explode? And you will win an NYCC exclusive copy of Battle Cats Issue 1.
Joe Pesci.
Wovenheart, Issue 1. Now, we have two winners for this contest. We have the Wovenheart Dracula NYCC exclusive cover signed, and with that you get Wovenheart Issue 2. We also have the Wovenheart regular cover also signed, courtesy of Demetrios at Anyone Comics. So there will be two winners for this contest, the grand prize and the runner-up prize. Wovenheart is a really cool story about hunting monsters. So I figure, let's throw a monster hunting question out there. What was the Japanese name of the Castlevania video game series?
Joe Pesci-san.
Joe Pesci-san, yes. You will win Wovenheart Issue 1. RV9, also from Mad Cave Studios. Issue 2 just came out this week. Haven't read it yet, but I'm gonna. By our boy Ben Goldsmith. Promises to be cool. I loved Issue 1, and I think you will too. If you like anime and stuff, this is basically an assassin that leaves her guild and has to fight the guild to get out of it. Awesome artwork, awesome story. This is an NYCC exclusive cover, If you want this one, you are going to have to answer a Pete's Basement trivia question about a time that we assassinated somebody. How did Pete, Roger, and Steve defeat the evil Tish during the Ramones Basement saga?
Joe Pesci.
We called upon Joe Pesci. Yes, we did. Our next contest. Yeah, there's more. We are giving away so much free shit. It's going to be Christmas in the basement next week. And we want to give it all to you. And, yeah, fuck it. You can win multiple contests.
Yeah,
I don't even fucking care.
Once you have the answer, it doesn't matter.
You got the correct answer. You're that name drawn out of a hat. You're good. You're gold. Fucking win them all. Save me some postage. We are giving away He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse, the regular He-Man cover, and the Skeletor Virgin cover. And I did that opposite, but you get the idea. Want to win this? You know you do. He-Man rides Battle Cat. We all know that. What was the name of King Grayskull's steed? King Grayskull's the guy He-Man got all his powers from. Are you looking that shit up right now?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you was curious. Ramon knows it already. It's okay. What was the name of King Grayskull's steed? Win yourself a pair of He-Man books. We got Undiscovered Country from Ramon, who went and got this shit signed by Scott Snyder and Charles Soule down at Midtown Comics. You have a Midtown Comics certificate of authenticity for each one. I do apologize. There is a slight nick in the regular white country cover
it's like
here.
A little dent.
It's like a little itty bitty dent that a good pressing will get this out. It's not a color break, it's on white. So a good pressing can iron this right out. I am sorry about that, but you are getting 2 other exclusive ass covers with this, so and you're not paying a dime for it besides, you know, just to email some shit over here, and that's all it takes out of you. Undiscovered Country, Issue 1. Your trivia question is, according to Scott Snyder himself, what jump-started his love of storytelling? According to Scott Snyder, what jump-started his love of storytelling? Up next, we have... Remember when Cap Santiago was on the show a while back? He is an awesome cosplayer. He is a friend of Jay the Unstoppable. He will be at PowCon, where the Pete's Basement show will be at the end of January on the 24th and 25th at the Brooklyn Expo Center. So we're looking forward to that. We have 3 Cap Allanders for you. So we're going to have 3 winners to this question. You need a calendar of an awesome cosplayer? Ladies, gentlemen, some of you, this will be awesome for you. And we have a cosplay set of postcards as well. 1 for each winner. We know Cap Santiago makes a great Captain America.
He does.
We also know he actually does some really dope-ass costumes. Not for nothing, but have a look. Look at that Daredevil.
He commits.
He does. Look at that Kratos. That is awesome.
And that was his real beard, too. That's
yeah, man, that's a real beard. That is not a stick-on. For you guys on YouTube, that is popping up right now. So, we know Cap Santiago makes a great Captain America. We all know Chris Evans makes a great Captain America. But do we know who played the very first Captain America to ever grace the motion picture scene?
I knew it was
Who was the very first Captain America in the movies? Oh, that's a tough question. Maybe you need to jump on Google for that one. Here's a hint. It's before the 70s. There's your hint. That's all I'm saying. I want you to win. I want to give this stuff to you. Especially the calendars. You need them by 2020. And as a side note, I've seen this meme, and I fully agree with it.
Oh, Jesus.
If Barbara Walters is not at the ball drop to say, I'm Barbara Walters, and this is 2020, we have missed an opportunity. We have missed a golden, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I need her to, if she doesn't have one already, I need her to make a Twitter and at least say that, because I know no network executive is going to be smart enough to put her at the ball drop.
She might find it cheesy.
Whatever.
Okay.
She needs to do it. We're all the fans, and we need her to do it. Last but not least, we have 2 copies, thanks to Ramon, of George R.R. Martin's new book. No, it has nothing to do with Game of Thrones, because that fuck is not writing any Game of Thrones. He got paid for that shit already. Fuck your ass. He's not writing any more Game of Thrones. He doesn't care about us. But he does apparently care about Starport. So we've got a signed copy by George R.R. Martin and Raya Golden. The artist. Because there's pictures in this bookie book here. We have 2 copies of the hardcover of Starport. And since we're talking about ports, not stars specifically, but ports, where one would park ships, I thought it appropriate to have a shippy type question. During the Battle of Blackwater, who fired the arrow that ignited the wildfire that burned Stannis' fleet?
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci, yes. Here you go.
It was Joe of House Pesci.
Joe of House Pesci.
That should be a thing.
That was good.
That should be a thing.
Yeah. Who fired the arrow that ignited Stannis' fleet during the Battle of Blackwater?
In the movie, in the series.
In the TV series.
Yes.
I don't even know if that shit was different than the books.
I don't know. I don't want to take the chance, so we're sticking to the series.
Yep.
I'll get the books once they're done.
Bookie books. That's all I gotta say about that. We have look at all this free stuff we want to give to you guys. There's a lot of stuff. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 contests. 8.
Ocho.
And I might just round that shit out at an oddball 9 and do a live giveaway next week.
Ooh.
Just to fucking be silly about it. Just to be silly about it. Because if you even think for a moment that that's all the stuff that Pete's Basement has to give away, you're mistaken. I only just picked up this copy of The Last God, one of my favorite books from DC Black Label.
It is.
Signed by Philip Kennedy Johnson. That's awesome. I bought one for myself to keep. And I have 2 copies of Unearthed, variant editions, signed by Cullen Bunn and 2 other guys who are also near his table. I am drunk. I cannot remember these gentlemen's names.
I understand.
They also worked on the book.
Okay.
And Cullen's wife, who also worked on the book.
Nice.
Yep. That one I'm going to save for the new year, though. I've got other stuff to give away to you guys. What other podcast is this generous? I ask you. And if you have an answer to that, and it's not the Pete's Basement Show, let me know so I can enter the contest too. Shit. I like free stuff as much as the next guy.
I do too.
I really do. I like free shit. We're giving away plenty of free shit to you. We also like getting free shit. So, a big, hearty Pete's Basement thank you to Librarian Kate, who was in Spain, literally the country Spain, like a couple of weeks ago, and she got us at Capitan America. Did I say that right? Sort of?
Yeah.
Doctor Extraño.
Doctor Extraño.
I was close. I did pretty good there, right? And Estela Plateda Negro. How'd I do?
Yes.
Did I get that?
Wow.
It was not that bad.
That's really good. All right, this is the best one?
Yeah.
This is the more complicated one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got us 3 comics in Spanish. This is awesome. So, I leave these for the basement crew. I'm going to take one of these. I'm not sure which one. I'll take whichever one's left. I don't mind. but I have comics from Italy, from Greece, because when people go away, they think it's funny to bring me comic books from there, and I love it. I really do. I love seeing comics from other countries, especially comics that we know, like comics that we've read and reviewed. So, wait, how did you say the Doctor Strange one again?
Doctor Extraño.
Doctor Extraño.
Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Doctor.
Extraño.
Extraño. If there's an X in there. You're saying an X? Oh, shit, it is an X.
And there's an accent over the end. So
well, no, I know the X. That's the one thing I know. Is like, that's when you roll the N. Yeah. Yeah.
Año.
Año.
Which also
Extraño.
for you.
Extraño. Doctor Extraño.
Capitán.
Capitán.
America.
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 See the accent?
Yeah.
America.
America.
Okay.
Did I get that right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I feel good about myself. All right. That was a lot of free stuff to give to you guys. I hope when I wake up tomorrow morning out of my drunken stupor that I'm going to put myself in a few moments, that I see an abundance of emails because I want a lot of choices to give all sorts of different stuff to you guys.
Somebody posted an answer.
Yay! Good. Make sure you screenshot the shit. I cannot be held responsible if you didn't screenshot it to me and mail it to me. I can also not be held responsible if somebody else screenshotted the motherfucker and sent it to me and it's you. I don't know it's not you or you're you. I'm me and you're you. That's all I know.
Don't go down that rabbit hole.
All right.
Okay.
The Ghostbusters trailer. How great was this?
One of our fans, or Daniel Blank, said it's like Stranger Things.
Okay.
But I didn't get the scary horror vibe that he said it did.
I didn't. I sort of did, like they're maybe going a little bit of a darker route, but again, it's a teaser trailer. You didn't see any of the boys. You didn't see anything.
In the first Ghostbusters in the library, weren't you a little like creeped up by that?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm fine. And let's be real. Vigo, that was a creepy bastard.
Yes.
Walking down the hallway with his eyes just lit up.
And a mountain of skulls on a throne of blood. Like, are you kidding me?
That voice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm all for this, man. Like, even I love Stranger Things. Stranger Things was pure nostalgia for me.
Yeah, it's good.
And like the fact that yes, this kid from Stranger Things is going to be cast as the kid in everything until he fucking finishes puberty. Yeah. No, I get that too, but the story's not centered around him, it's centered around his little sister. And for anybody that's confused, who even though they said, oh, their father's not around, that's not Egon. Egon's not their dad. Egon is their grandfather, who has passed away, just like Harold Ramis has unfortunately passed away. And thanks to the magic of CGI, we are getting his ghost in the movie. And, you know, it's a little bittersweet because the reason Ghostbusters 3 was held off for so long was because Bill Murray wanted to be the ghost in the movie. And, like, that, I don't even know what that could do to somebody to, like, you know, not get along with your friends enough. Like, you're just being adamant about your idea for the movie that now your friend actually does physically pass away and now he's got to be the ghost because you were kind of a hard ass on this.
Yeah.
That's, like, I think that's what kind of broke the tension. I hate to say that it was that, but he was like, oh, fuck, you know,
And then the last movie sucked balls.
What last movie?
Exactly.
I don't, there was never, what are you talking about? There was never a movie.
It seems like they're skipping that non-movie.
It never happened. Never happened.
It hasn't been Ghost in 30 years.
Never. Yo, did you see the meme? Please tell me you saw the meme.
Which one?
Where it was Paul Rudd, like, there hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years. And Thanos, like, and then you see all four of the girls, like, fading away.
I saw that.
Yes. Sometimes, man, the internet just doesn't let you down, does it? And this was one of them times. It was great. No, that movie is being completely ignored. This is a direct continuation. And, yo, did you see the dog footprint? Like, the dog put his foot down? This is Zool, man.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Zool's potent. And
This is a comeback, man.
Yeah.
I would love it. Like, yo, let's make this shit totally nostalgic. Like, oh fuck, we gotta fight Zool again.
I just love Ecto 1 and the fact that the side door opened the way it did. That wasn't done in the movies.
No, they got what do they say? They got a fucking firing door, a cannon door, or some shit.
And I was like, yes.
As Ramon would say, stop playing. Yeah. Oh man, I had so much fun watching this trailer. I showed it to everybody that would give me the time of day. It was so good. I was so happy with it.
I see that.
I really was. Like it hit all the major nostalgia moments. It's just Paul Rudd randomly, all for it. I love that guy. There was some Godzilla versus King Kong leaked footage at that Brazilian convention.
Yes, it showed, obviously somebody brought a phone in.
Right.
God bless you for disobeying the rules. And showed it, like, they're just going about, King Kong was about to punch Godzilla. King Kong and Godzilla shouldn't be the same height.
Well, they did say in Skull Island that Kong was still growing.
I don't know how I feel about that.
He was his height back in the 70s or 80s when they did the original fight. What I'm curious is, being that this is now a full-on American movie, who's going to win? Because in the original, it was basically America versus Japan, and King Kong won.
Yes.
But if I were to calculate the fan bases of both, I would say Godzilla outweighs Kong by a few million fans.
Then this is just the power set.
I agree. Then again, if you want to have a monkey fight a lizard, the monkey's going to win.
Well, this is not your average lizard.
This is not your average monkey. Ape, I know. Fuck off, scientists. Don't even get on my case for that shit.
Based on real life.
It is based on real life.
I don't know, man. I'm Team Godzilla.
All the way. 100%.
Yeah.
I'm only speaking as devil's advocate in favor of Kong, but I am Godzilla full on. Always have been.
I haven't seen the last Godzilla movie that came out.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I enjoyed it, actually. But I only watched it like a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
You know, it was fun. It was everything a Godzilla movie needed to be, and there was a pretty major twist in there that I was not expecting. Like, given the trailers, given what I saw of it, I'm like, oh, shit, didn't see that coming. So I would definitely see it.
Yeah.
It's fucking good. And like the way that they explain shit, especially King Ghidorah, the whole Monster Zero thing. Because remember, he had like two different origins depending on which Godzilla, mythos you're talking about. They handle it both splendidly. Really good.
Because I also haven't seen Skull Island.
Yeah, I know.
I'm slipping.
So fucking good, man.
I haven't seen anything since
the original, the 2015 Godzilla.
Since Madison Square Garden Godzilla.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't watch the Godzilla versus the Motu fucking monster?
No.
The flying thing? That was the only one. Like, they didn't know how well this was going to be received, so they didn't waste time on any other monster. They just call it Motu, which is fucking... I don't even remember what this shit stood for. It's an acronym.
Oh. That's what it was.
Cuz, you got 3 movies to watch.
I'll watch them.
They're good.
Yeah.
Like, they're honestly worth your time. You could play around on your phone, like, during the talkie-talkie scene, but...
Yeah, talkie scenes are usually garbage.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I still pay attention.
You can pay attention with enough to grasp the movie.
Yeah.
But they're good. They're surprisingly way better than I ever expected them to be. And I'm so fucking looking forward to Godzilla. I've been looking forward to this shit ever since there was the guerrilla marketing with the King Kong Skull Island poster. And you saw the Monarch writing all over it if you're showing a black light on it. You know about that, right?
No.
Yeah. Monarch is like the government agency that's been tracking Godzilla and all these crazy ass monsters.
Samuel Jackson?
Yes. So, on the Godzilla posters, if you had a black light handy on, like, even the posters that they showed that they had up in the subway, you could see Monarch writing like all over the poster if you had a black light.
Of course.
Pretty fucking cool.
No, that is cool.
Alright, last but not least on the movies and stuff, what's this V-Wars on Netflix?
Remember that comic series we covered?
Vaguely.
From IDW, where a virus released vampirism?
Uh-huh.
Except as the series went on, it turns out that it released different types of vampirisms. And not only that, but it also allowed vampires to come back, like normal vampires, if you will.
Uh-huh.
And it got really good, really interesting. Like it ended with a vampire that feeds off of faith or prayers and stuff like that.
Wait,
remember that?
Yeah.
This is based on that. Now I mentioned it was going to come on Netflix, and I totally forgot about it because I'm old. Lo and behold, it's on. The guy, the dark-haired guy from Vampire Diaries is in it.
Okay.
That's all I know because I don't watch that series. Never did. A few chicks in it, and I saw the first one, and the virus is out.
So now this is a Netflix series though, so it's season 1?
It is a Netflix series, but it's on Netflix because it's Netflix, but it's not produced by Netflix.
But I'm saying it's a full
season 1,
yeah. Okay.
It's like 9.
I'm just making sure that Netflix hasn't started doing episodic shit.
No. No, God, I hope they don't. But it's produced in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So, which sadly enough makes it on a lower budget type of thing.
Okay.
But the stories are good. The actors are all Canadian and they're good.
Is it like scary or is it more adventure themed?
It's a little bit of both because the transformation is a bit scary and the vampires are very gory.
Okay.
It seems like it reminds me of a series called Bitten, which I loved. It was a werewolf series. It was fantastic. I think you'll love it.
All right.
But other than that, yeah, I recommend it.
Cool. All right, so that about rounds out all our talk about TV shows, movies, and etc. Plus all the stuff we're giving away. I'm going to cut this one short, and we're going to do a separate comic review show. If you're watching live, stay tuned. We're going to just do it right now. If you're watching on YouTube, you're going to have to go find that on our YouTube channel. It's probably the next video up. I promise you, there's nothing else I'm going to be editing. In the meantime, it's going to be right there. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. We love having you. I hope you're watching the live show because remember, if you watch the live show, you get an extra chance to win some of the contests. In the meantime, hit us up, questions@Pete'sBasement.com, Facebook.com/Pete'sBasement, Instagram, Twitter, etc. @Pete'sBasement. You want a nifty, awesome Pete's Basement shirt? They make great Christmas presents. Go on represent.com/store/Pete's Basement. Pick yourself up a PB shirt, a BNN shirt. We got hoodies, and the hoodies are super comfortable. I cannot stress this enough. I was so happy with the quality of the hoodie when I got it. It was great. And I'm really looking forward to making the heavyweight hoodies. I haven't posted them yet, but come the dead of winter, you're going to want one of these. I'm going to want one of these. I'm going to have that up right before Christmas. So you can give a late Christmas present to somebody maybe you're not seeing over the holidays. Get them a Pete's Basement shirt. Tell them to take a picture or take a picture of you and them in your respective Pete's Basement or Breaking Nerd News shirts. And we're going to show you off on the show. At the start of Pete's Basement Season 13, I'm going to have a really awesome slideshow of people who have sent their photos to Pete's Basement in their respective basement and Breaking Nerd News garments.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be really awesome. Plus, our boy Cheeseburger has his own Zen Rockstar stuff up on the Pete's Basement store, so make sure you go check those out. And again, same rules apply. Pick up a shirt and we'll show you off here. They're right at the bottom of the store. You can't miss them. He's got 5 shirts up already, and according to him, he's going to have more coming.
Nice.
Awesome. Make sure you subscribe to The Hole. Find out what me and Ramon are buying each week. You can tell us that you want to make sure that we review a certain book, or make sure that, hey, you guys are going to want to pick this up. It sounds pretty dope. Or what the hell are you even buying that for? We all want to hear from you. That's what The Hole is for. Plus, honestly, Steffi does a really great job with the newsletter.
She does.
It's awesome. I write the blurb, but she puts that whole thing together in all HTML Java stuff. I don't even know what she does. I don't understand it. But there's links in there to the latest episodes. There's photos. There's all kinds of stuff. So you're going to want to go on peachbasement.com/the hall and hit the subscribe button. We're going to send you an email just real quick to make sure you're you. And you click that and you say yeah. And then you subscribe. We promise no spam. 1 email a week. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. Unless something fucking crazy is going on all of a sudden that we have to email you, but pretty much 1 email a week. 2 tops. And that's going to happen maybe once, twice a year. Trust me, you'll be fine. But do us a favor. We've had an issue with our Gmail and our DreamHost account lately where the shit is going to spam. Even to us, who we fucking run the site. And the shit is still going to spam. So try and, search your spam folder, first of all, because even if you add the Pete's Basement Hall email to your Gmail or whatever address book, it still sometimes goes to spam mail. And there's not a lot we can do about that. We're trying hard to overcome it, doing different things, but just be cognizant of it. If you do subscribe, we love you for it, and just keep an eye on your spam mail, just in case it goes there. Also, speaking of problems that we're having, we have noticed a severe problem with Final Cut and rendering the episode. Apparently, every time there's some sort of update, something else gets fucked up. We've all had this experience. Well, after one of the newest updates, Final Cut does this thing where if there is even so much as a slight hiccup in the original video, it makes this weird green strobe light effect. And it's fucking annoying as shit. And there's no way to really tell when this is going to happen. I have tried to review the original footage and find any hiccups. I have tried to even review the rendered episode, but there's only so much of yourself talking about the same shit that you can watch before it gets annoying and redundant. So once I'm rendered, I upload it and I hope for the best, pretty much. If there is an issue with it, just let us know. At the very least, I can put an addendum to the description. And thank you to everybody who has let us know so far. You get a no prize for that. At this point, I'm still trying to find a workaround because rendering the fucking thing and then it comes out with this weird-ass green strokey strobe light effect that admittedly only lasts for about 30 seconds to a minute, give or take, but it's fucking annoying if you're trying to watch the shit.
That could be a lot.
It's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And, I've beaten it in the past. I've covered it. I've re-rendered it. I've covered it with a slate. But sometimes you re-render it and it happens somewhere else. So it's like, what the fuck? So apologies in advance. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But I only know Final Cut. So the idea of trying to learn a brand new editing program is a little daunting to me.
Yeah. Anybody.
Yeah, so I don't really know what I can do about that until they issue an update that it fucking stops that shit. Hopefully it doesn't happen anymore. Fingers crossed. And last but not least, thank you to all of our patrons. Without you guys, none of this crazy shit could be happening right now. I finally ordered that Mevo camera. I am so looking forward to seeing how this thing works. It just arrived at our P.O. box. I haven't picked it up yet. I'll go pick it up this weekend. And I'm not going to film the last episode with it just in case it doesn't work. I'm going to just run a couple of test, broadcasts, see what it does, and we'll move on from there. I think that's about it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And we will see you next week for our very last show of Season 12.
And
if you're watching live, stay tuned. Ramon is going to talk us through several comics that he has read this week. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you go watch that video, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and hit the notification bell while you're at it. See you on the 19th. Remember, we got all of this stuff to give to you guys. So hit us up with those emails. Pete's Basement is copyrighted 2019. Ripped Productions. All rights reserved, so go fuck yourself. Alright. Shall we? What's up at what are you shaking your heads for? Was that not a good one?
The first one was a little ad.
The first one was ad.
But we didn't say nothing, but you still corrected yourself. We were just like, okay, good, you did.
Was the second one not good enough? Because now I got to do a third.
It was a little weak.
Said one more.
It was a little
so
weak.
It works out.
High pitched, but alright, fucking fourth time's a charm.
Clap on. Clap on.
Fine! Only took him 12 years, let him do it.
Why haven't you been doing it this whole time? That was amazing.
I actually have sensitive, soft hands. So clapping after a while starts tingling.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock!
They're black.
I got artist hands, man!
So there's a guy with an armory over here. Who knows how to use, what are those sticks called again?
Fighting sticks?
Yeah.
The Eskrima sticks?
Yeah. Is it, yeah, artist hands? Really? Artist / mass murderer.
Demetrius said Pete gave him the clap.
I guess technically I did give you the clap. Pete, right?
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, these are great.
Oh, what else that gonna sound with you?
Oh, God.
It's hard to get the glove on the stick.
I'm leaving that alone.
Only took 12 years. I finally gave you the clap. That was a pretty fucking funny line. Nice to meet you. Alright. Now I have to do it for my OCD. Because I like my brain, like the hamster doesn't get on. It's like watching the lights at the racetrack go down. My engine doesn't start until
hamster, racetrack horse.
There's a lot of analogies going on. There's a lot of them. My ear's actually ringing. Fuck yourself. Judgmental bastard.
You know you gotta do it again now,
I don't
right?
have to do it again.
And the funny thing is, Jamie's like, "Oh, so do you guys today? Oh, it should be a quick one then." Oh, babe.
Sometimes we can get just as stupid as the entire group.
Babe, it took 10 minutes of clapping.
It's all going in the fucking outtake. I'm gonna do it. Fucking hell. Alright. Now. Alright, fuck it, it'll do.